The first book find that I got was a book published in 2023. So perfect timing. Today I received Rivers of Wrath, the second in the Saint Benedict series, and it is signed by the author, and I received a copy today, so this would be the perfect book because this one was published this year. This was the one about the Beau Deverex, the really evil kid that did all the crazy things at the river with the girls, remember? And I told you the ending was just whoa, let's just say his dad has no loyalty to his son. Here's a synopsis for St. Benedict Book 2. Leslie Moore is struggling to get through her last semester at St. Benedict High. Even her relationships with her boyfriend Derek is falling apart. But after receding floodwaters from the Bayou Fillet River expose the bones of a woman, Leslie becomes obsessed with tracking down the killer. Sightings of an apparition haunting the Abbey sends Leslie and her friends back to the scene of a horror from last Halloween, but no one is prepared for what they find. After a stranger, the handsome Luke Cross, arrives in town, another girl goes missing, and the sheriff suspects the newcomer is hiding something. Leslie believes that the Devereaux family is connected to everything going wrong in St. Benedict, and she means to uncover the truth no matter the cost. Not all secrets can be kept silent. Some eventually find their way home. Thank you to Vesuvian Books, the Katie and Bray PA book tour, and the authors Alexandria West and Lucas Astor for my copy of the second book for my reading and reviewing. So the prompt for a book with a train, I picked The Circus Train by Amita Perrick, and here is the synopsis from Amazon. 1938, Lena P. has never quite found her place within the circus. Even as the daughter of the extraordinary headline illusionist Theo, brilliant and curious, Liana, who used a wheelchair after a childhood bout with polio, yearns for the real world magic of science and medicine. Her mind stronger than the limitations placed on her by society, then her unconventional life takes an extraordinary turn when she rescues Alexandre, an orphan with his own secrets and mysterious past. As World War II escalates around them, their friendships bloom into something deeper, while Alexandre trains as the illusionist's apprentice. But when Theo and Alexandria are arrested and made to perform in town for Jews set up by the Nazis, Liana is separated from everything she knows. Forced to make her own way, Liana must confront her doubts and dare to believe in the impossible herself. For the third hour prompt for the first week, it was a book with water. That was for the third hour mist of reading for the prompt. This one is by Ron Rash, and it's called The Cove. And the synopsis is on the inside. Deep in the rugged Appalachians of North Carolina lies the Cove, a dark, forbidden place where spirits and fetchers wander, and even the light fears to travel. Or so the townfolk of Mars Hill believe, just as they know that Laurel Shelton, the lonely young woman who lives within its shadows, is a witch. Alone except for her brother Hank, newly returned from the trenches of France, she aches for her life to begin. Then it happens. A stranger appears carrying nothing but a beautiful silver flute and a note explaining that his name is Walter, he is mute, and is bound for New York. Laurel finds him in the woods nearly stung to death by yellow jackets, and nursed him back to health. As the days pass, Walter slips easily into life in the Cove and into Laurel's heart, bringing her the only real happiness she has ever known. But Walter harbors a secret that could destroy everything, and damage is closer than they know. Though the war in Europe is near its end, patriotic fever flourishes thanks to the likes of Cheney's faith, an ambitious young army recruiter who stokes fear and outrage throughout the country. In a time of uncertainty when fear and ignorance reign, Laurel and Walter will discover that love may not be enough to So for the fourth hour booked prompt for the finds is magical realism. So I picked Witch Please by Anne and Gary, the first book. The second book I also have borrowed from the library, but I will not be reading it until I'm finished. Boss Witch is the second book. So we'll be reading Witch Please first, and here is the synopsis. Danica Waterhouse is a fully modern witch. After a messy breakup, Danica makes a pact with her cousin. They'll keep their hearts protected and have fun without involving the overly opinionated, meddlesome Waterhouse matriarchs. Titus Winaker has family troubles of his own. After a tragic loss, all he's got is his sister, his bakery, sugar daddies, and a romantic curse that he's convinced has left him doomed to be alone, until he meets Danica. The sparks are instant, their attraction irresistible. From him, she's the one. To her, he's forbidden fruit. Can a modern witch find love with a... So pretty much the goal with this game is to keep the TBR pile down, because if you don't read, you're going to keep getting punished and it's going to keep adding books. So if you don't read, you're going to drown. So you have to do it. You have to do it. We'll do better the second week. So in total, those are my punishments. I did not read for 3 days because of snow. It's an excuse, and I have one.